start off on a good foot, both sides of the ball. What that mean for you guys here in the first game?
Yeah, all that prep. The last 8 months have been preparing for this season, and Lafayette was the first game of the season. I'll say this, I think the coaches, the players, everybody did a great job because we really respected Louisiana Lafayette and certainly came in here, and I thought the guys played like that their hard work showed off, it paid off. Proud of our defense, and certainly with a lot of new faces that played today, I don't know the count. We recognized the true freshmen that got a chance to play, but there were certainly more new faces out there. But I really like what the defense did. I thought they communicated. I thought guys played physical, and we executed our game plan on the defensive side. So certainly was happy about the opening drive. You take the ball, you're on the road, you try to go score, you want to create some momentum. Offensive guys did that. Host staff did a great job putting the plan together. And then special teams, I thought we were better. You missed the field goal in there, but you know what? Things like that happen. And Ross is a competitor. And so when that happens, he's certainly going to come back and compete. And you got another opportunity and a few more extra points, obviously, to make up for that. But overall, guys came in shape. They were ready to play, and it showed up for them.
It seems like the D-line kind of keyed it for you. I know, obviously, you mentioned there's question marks outside your building, but inside you were confident. It seems like they kind of, rewarded you a bit out there today.
They played well. Yeah, I still think, certainly as we go back, it's one game, but there were some good things. We did get pressure on the quarterback. I did think their running back, was one of the better players that we have seen, and certainly he did a very good job of making guys miss at times, but we contained him, and at the best we could against a player like that. And certainly with Jennings being such an unknown, I thought the pass rush by the D-line, getting to him when there was coverage that was being done in the back end, D-line came through on that.
You talking about Junior Adams earlier this year, he said it seems like Cedric Wilson's been here for years. It doesn't seem like a first-year player, and today didn't really seem like a first-year player either.
Yeah, I think he scored our first touchdown, didn't he? Catch him?
Yeah.
Your first receiving touchdown.
First receiving touchdown.
First receiving touchdown, yeah. So it was, Ced's a guy that I think just talk about fit. He came in here, he fit in. He's a hard worker. He enjoys doing the little things. He wants to be his very best, and certainly that showed up today. He got an opportunity to go out there and score a touchdown, and he made plays for us, and he's going to be a great addition to that receiving group.
I know that you probably had a lot of confidence in him, but that first catch he made, I mean, it was impressive. I mean, you as the play caller, does that just give you more confidence to make sure you didn't go at it?
Well, certainly why we called it, extremely confident. He had done it, we had ran that a few times in practice, and had gotten several different looks at it. He executed it well, and sometimes tough. And Brett did a good job. Brett hung in there, made some good throws. We didn't talk about anybody individually necessarily today, but certainly very proud of Brett, for being executing the way he did and operating in this environment. But those wideouts stepped up. I thought the O-line, I saw Brett down maybe once or twice. One of that was by scheme, that wasn't the O-line, and we corrected that. But overall, those guys all played well.
You mentioned the true freshman, Alexander Madison, I think, ended up leading you guys in rushing today. You said we'd probably see him. How impressive was he?
Yeah, from what I saw, I was impressed. And probably more so just it wasn't too big for him. I thought he went in there and he didn't hesitate. That's probably the biggest thing. I think with any freshman that goes in there and plays, is there going to be a hesitation. From what I saw, I didn't see any of those freshmen hesitate. They played hard, they played fast. Certainly everything wasn't right, but that's the game of football. It's 100% effort, and they did that. He showed up. He's going to be a guy with the more carries he gets, he will get better. And for us to be able to have him as part of our depth at running back is going to help us.
What does it say about your team? You come down here, long trip, the morning start, humidity, all that stuff we've been talking about for a while, and you come down here and win by 35.
Well, I think it says they prepared. I think the coaches and the players all prepared themselves very well. And certainly felt good about the game plan, but our strength staff did a great job. We knew this was coming. Our training staff did a great job. We knew this was coming. So when we got down here, I think a lot of guys were kind of like, yeah, it's about like the indoor. And it's not, but it's close enough. That's the best we could do. But at least in their minds, they were prepared, and certainly their bodies physically, and then from a hydration standpoint, that didn't seem to bother us, and we were able to go out there and play. And then we had the mojo early on in the game, and that obviously, as a player, when you're out there, you got a little bit of that. It certainly helps.
Chancellor James obviously didn't play. Do you expect him next game?
Do expect him next game.
And Evan obviously stepped in for him. It seems like he did a good job out there too.
I thought he did. I really do. I don't know all assignment-wise, but Evan, probably the last week of practice, he just showed up. You know, he's always been there, but he just showed up. And I thought today too. I know he had a penalty, and he was certainly right there. I think it's questionable. It always is. But he had some big hits. He had some really good tackles. But he was talking, and he was leading. And so we'll go back and watch the tape. I mean, certainly, you guys get a chance to play. You're going to make sure that if they're doing things right, they're going to keep playing and have a chance to do that.
Is there some concern with Martirano there? We saw him go out and then with the knee brace on.
Yeah, there's concern about him. I don't know how long. Certainly couldn't come back in for the game. Usually that could mean that he might not be playing the next game. We'll find out. The other thing too, you got a long plane ride, doesn't always help with swelling. So we'll know more on Sunday where he's at. And if we can get him back into a Wednesday practice, we'll be able to go from there. If not, then we'll have to be ready to adjust. Now we did play Tyson Maeva. He came in there and played as well, and there's a reason why he's in there. I mean, we expect him to play, but also that linebacker crew. I mean, teams are going to run the ball at us, and we got to have depth in there at those positions.
And then Perez too, and Hoyt. Those guys came out. Was anything there?
Yeah, Hoyt had a cramp. Gabe kind of tweaked his shoulder a little bit. I don't know how bad. He certainly had some of those issues, and so we're very cautious, when it comes to some of the shoulders. And it's upsetting for Gabe, but we'll see. Gabe's a tough guy, and he always has shown that. So I anticipate he'll be ready to go, get himself back. Just disappointed.
The last two times you guys have taken the field, it's been a couple of pretty dominant showings. I mean, in terms of total yardage, you guys have outgained your opponent 1,100 to 200 or something ridiculous. How do you manage to kind of restore that chip on the shoulder and again, showed two pretty dominant back-to-back performances? I know the other one was 8 months ago, but still.
Yeah. I hope we've always tried to have that chip on our shoulder. That's just who we are. And certainly, that's who we are, that's who we'll be, that's who we've always been. And these guys come out here, we're just trying to play one play at a time. I don't think we look at all those things. And everybody, you see the multiple groups that get in there and get a chance to play. We'll make the play count, whatever that is. Say, Thomas, whoever, defense. And I think that's just the mindset. If we can keep doing that, the score will take care of itself. It does.
Did you get any clarity on Jake? And also with that, it seems like Alec Daniels played well too.
Yeah, Alec did play well. Jake wasn't ready to play today. I'll say this, Jake was with us today. He felt a lot better when he was here. He's moving around a lot better. What does that mean? If Jake Rowe can get in there and play even kind of, we're going to have Jake Rowe get in there and play. And I think we're at a week-to-week base right now. But I thought Alec played well. Certainly Jake Knight had some plays today that I saw. He had a couple hits now, one in particular. Very physical out there. And it's good, to have Chase Blakely out there. It's been a long time since he's got a chance to play. When you come back from an injury like his, I think that takes a lot of guts to do what he did and come back and play. He certainly was great to have him out there.
I know you guys are trying to celebrate. Last year we talked about that, celebrating after the wins and stuff, but it seemed pretty excited in there. And I know you've been a lot of talk the last 7-8 months. You kind of just overboard there, I guess.
We're going to enjoy it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And especially this first one, you worked that long. I mean, there's just a lot of excitement to come in here, and these guys played well. There's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy the game. We enjoy it for 24 hours and have a great time and celebrate, enjoy the camaraderie of playing this game and all the hard work we put in. And then we'll go back to work. This game's over. That means nothing moving forward. And that's really the mindset we have to have. But certainly, when we spend as much time as we do together, and I think we have a great group, we're going to have fun doing it.
And then, real quick, you mentioned Madison, but Jeremy McNichols again, getting in the end zone for you guys and doing it through the air. Thomas threw a great pass to him too, but just his ability to get in the end zone and how much that means for you guys.
Thomas threw a pass.
It was great.
Yeah, he called his own number on that one there.
Did he really?
No, he has to throw unusually. It's I think McNichols, he gives us the option to do a variety of things. And certainly Devin Demas motioned down, caught a pass. Alexander Madison playing. You got Ryan Wolpen in there. I mean, there's a there's a good group, a competitive group amongst each other in a good way in the backfield there. So certainly excited about McNichols. And I know we had some really good numbers by guys and all that, but the focus was how do we play together? And that's really why I think this last team that we had, the Poinsettia Bowl, and this team right now, that's probably why they played well.
Is there